There is a whole new graphical user interface for scanning cut shape selection. There are two groups of cuts in the main dialog. Favorites that contain a user-configured set of cuttings in a specific order. Recent cuttings that were used by the operator, and are not present on the favorites group. There are also two buttons that open additional configuration dialogs. The greater than sign button opens a configuration dialog that allows the user to configure and arrange cutting in the favorites group. User can add items to the favorites group, or rearrange items within the group simply by dragging and dropping items in the dialog. To remove unnecessary items from the favorites group, hover the mouse cursor over the item you want to remove, and press the X button in the top right corner of the item. Also, user can rearrange items in the favorites group simply by dragging and dropping it. One can load custom sample files for scanning with a sample, and add those samples to the favorites group. To add samples, first load them using the Add Sample button. After the samples are loaded, one can drag and drop them one by one to the favorites group. Undo and redo buttons are available at the bottom of the dialog, to restore accidentally deleted cuttings. One can undo and redo changes that were performed with Favorites panel. If you want to select a cutting without adding it to the Favorites group, simply open the configuration dialog using the button as described above, and select the cutting directly in the dialog. Then the cutting will appear in the recent group on first place, if it was not present in Favorites group. After the configuration process is finished, one can select the required cutting from the main window. Additionally, the gear button allows to select the number of icon rows in the dialog, using a pop-up menu. When the required cutting shape is selected, one can proceed with diamond scanning. And create the 3D model of the diamond with defined cut shape.